Hey everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Equality and Rights for All. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke. We have a very interesting topic for today's show, in which it is February 22nd, 2023 was Social Work Lobby Day in Kentucky. So let's get right into this. Again, last month on February 22nd, it was Social Work Lobby Day in Kentucky, in which um, a lot of social workers got together with a lot of students, meaning college students who were studying to become social workers. They all got together at this big event, and social workers were teaching these students the importance about being a social worker. And being a social worker is very important. You know, social workers have a very tough job. They're underpaid, they're overworked, and it's like, for each social worker, there must be like a couple of hundred clients that they have. So it's not an easy job at all. Now, the social workers were explaining all that to the students, but they were also saying how rewarding social work is and can be, and how they help many, many people and stuff. But they also teach the students um, the difficulties of being a social worker as well. Um, and they teach the students um, how agencies, or many of them, do not run very well. Um, they also teach the students that you know uh, a lot of times social workers get caught stealing money and stuff like that, and uh, the penalties and the consequences that come along with that. And because a lot of social workers got caught stealing money from the consumers, you know. Um, I'll give you an example. Like within New York City, a lot of HRA, meaning Human Resource Administration workers, which are also social workers, uh, got caught stealing money from the consumers that were approved for like food stamps and stuff like that. And these workers got caught and they did or still doing time in prison or whatever. Heavy fines, they have to pay the money back and whatever. So um, now they also taught these students that there's a lot of social workers that just don't want to do their jobs. You know, that they taught the students that um, unfortunately, a lot of people get denied benefits, and for multiple different reasons. Like, maybe the consumers didn't have all the necessary paperwork that's to be provided in order to get them their benefits. Uh, but then again, there's also the other side, ladies and gentlemen, that a lot of consumers do, in fact, provide all the evidence necessary to get their rightful government benefits, and still many social workers just don't want to do their jobs, or for whatever reason, and they wrongfully and illegally deny people their rightful government benefits. And then they also teach the students that the process that consumers have to go through if they get denied their benefits. They could do appeals, how appeals have to get done, and so on and so forth. And then um, if the consumers do their appeals, and if it finds out that the social worker was not doing their job, um, he or she can get fired, or who knows what else, depending upon how bad the situation is. And, if the social worker is not unionized, because don't forget, when they start working for the agency or the company, they're not automatically unionized. They have to wait quite some time in order for them to be unionized, and then after a certain period of time, they become unionized. But um, if the social worker gets caught doing something wrong or illegal before they're unionized, they'll be fired. You know, once a social worker is unionized, um, agencies or companies very rarely fire them, depends upon the situation. You know, um, but what they normally do is they move that social worker to a different department at a different location. They'll move them around and stuff like that. So that's what normally happens. Okay. Um, so these students, they really learned a lot at this event, but they learned the full truth. They learned the full story and stuff. And so it gives them a lot to think about, you know, whether they still want to pursue their careers as social workers or something like that or whatever. Um, so they learned the full truth at this event, but at the event they learned more of the good than the bad, you know. And the social workers, um, they make everything look rosy and stuff like that, when they teach the students, but then when it comes time to teaching them about the other real side as well, um, you know, you got to do the right thing and just teach them the full right thing. So, um, but again, these students learned a lot. They learned a lot, and you want to know something, ladies and gentlemen? I've said this many times. I think deep down, I feel that um, it's going to be that the next generation that would really help to change the social service system for the better, you know, because they'll have the energy, they'll have the resources and stuff like that to really help to change the social service system around for the better, you know. So, but time will tell. Time will tell everything. But that event, I think that every city and state should have this sort of event. To be quite honest, I truly believe it. Um, but I know that that's quite difficult to do. So, but I really wish it can still happen. To be quite honest, but anyways, I want to remind all my fans out there about the business that my husband and I have together called AWLDNY. The link to there is awldny.com. You guys can check out all the items that are on there. I also wanted to remind all my fans out there about my other business, my other website that I have called Advocate Information Highway, and the link to there is aihny.com. Again, that is aihny.com, and you guys can check out all the pages on there. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.